Hello and welcome to the channel. We're straight into it. Building this bench. It's a very simple bench, a low cost, just 4x2s and some ply for a top. I'm cutting the 4x2s. They come in, these were 4.8 meter lengths, and I'm cutting them up into all the lengths that's needed for this bench. In a short while there will be a cut list appear on the screen. It shows you the lengths that I'll be cutting them up to. It's a very simple bench, all made out of this is actually tannalized timber, so it's nice and strong. It's a little bit thicker than CLS, and it'll make a good solid bench that'll last for years. There's the list of cuts. All very simple. They're all the long lengths are the same size, the short lengths are the same size, and the four legs are all obviously the same length. And yeah, I haven't worked out the cost, and I'll depending exactly where you are and the price at the time. But yes, if I were to make this out of, especially here in the UK, it's hardwood's really expensive. To make this bench out of hardwoods with a hardwood top and something like maple or whatever, you're talking about £1,000, and it's just, well, I can't afford that kind of money, and it's just not necessary on this type of a bench. Don't forget to give it that thumbs up and subscribe, and ring the or click on the little notification bell to let you know when my next video's out, and leave a comment if you can. That'd be great. I love reading the comments. So all the pieces are cut. I'm down on the floor working because I haven't got a bench to do it on. And I'm just marking out, there'll be 4 short pieces on here, and they all need to be the same distance apart, or roughly. It doesn't really matter that much, as long as they're roughly right. And so I've just marked where they're going, and I'll put I'll put 2 screws in each one, and these are 4-inch or 100mm screws, and just make sure that it's flush on the corner and nice and make sure that the screws pull the wood up nice and tight. Okay, so we can speed through this bit a little bit. It's the same thing, just popping a couple of screws into the end of each one. Really simple. Flip it over and add the long piece. I do each end, and then just mark where the supports need to be. And this helps to keep everything nice and square, and that's a very strong base. And then I'll part way through this one, but the next well, the first one was the top. This is the base, and it's exactly the same. You're just making two of these frames and adding legs to it, basically. It couldn't be any easier. Here I'm installing the legs, and this is the top of the bench, and the top of the leg has to be flush with the top of the timber there. I'll put one screw in and I'll just check that it's square, so I can still move it with just the one screw in, and then I put the other screw in to make it stable, and then repeat on the other end, exactly the same setup. Keeping it flush at the top, and just should double check that it's square. Right, so here I'm marking where the base frame is going to be, and I'm coming up from the bottom of the leg 100mm or 4 inches, and then I'll line up the underside of that frame to that line. So I will finish up with a 100mm or 4 inch gap underneath that frame, and I'm doing that just so that I can get a hoover underneath there or anything, but you could actually set that frame flush on the ground if you wanted to do that, and then nothing would really get underneath it. But your shelf, if you were going to put a ply on it, then your shelf would be quite low, and I didn't want it right down on the ground, so that's what I decided to do. But so I'm just putting that line in line with the underside of that shelf, and screw it in place. So with that lined up, I can get the screws in. Making sure that it's tight into the corner there. I'm just double checking just to make sure that everything is staying square. And exactly the same on this corner. Do exactly the same for the other two legs. Just popping the screws in so that I'm not holding everything and trying to handle the screws at the same time. And there we go. Nice and simple. And that's more or less it. This bench is going up against the wall as part of the mitre station, new mitre station. If it wasn't being fixed to the wall, I'd be tempted to put some sort of diagonal supports to stop it racking from side to side, or even if you were going to put a plywood back on it, that would also stop the racking and make it really secure. But as this is going against a wall and fixed to the wall, it can't move, so I don't need to bother on this one. But I have made a couple of benches since this one, exactly the same way, and I had added ply to the sides or to the back, depending on what it needed, and it makes it really solid. It doesn't move at all. Here I'm using some 20mm ply as a top. On a lot of benches that you see on YouTube, they put in all sorts of really thick timber and a lot of hardwoods, and this is just not necessary in this case. I'm just building a mitre station. It doesn't need to look fancy, and it doesn't need to be any stronger than it already is, and you could do anything on top of this bench and it ain't moving. I'm just looking for the best side, and I'll put the factory edge on the front, and I've just got to cut it to length, which is the same length as the bottom. I'm going to keep it flush around the edges, so there's not a sort of a thin overhang. I want to keep it nice and flush on the edges and strong. So I just cut that off, and then it'll just be down to screwing it down, and that's it really. Later on, I'll do another video where I add it to the. You can see in the corner I've already done a bench, and I'm going to be creating a mitre station, and I'll do another video where I just show you how I do that, and it's really simple. The other bench is exactly the same as this one, exactly the same size and everything, and to create the mitre station I just put a little shelf in between the two, but I'll show that on another video. So here I'm lining up the front flush with the front of the base, and I'll pop some screws in here. And later on I do put a shelf on that base piece for putting toolboxes and things on, which is a really useful space, because I don't want any space to be wasted in the workshop. And then I add a quite a crude drawer, but fully functional. But here I'm just squaring up the side. You can still adjust it slightly. It's pretty much bang on. But if you did find that something was a bit out of square, of course the top that I've cut is exactly square. So if the base didn't line up with the top, you could pull the base over to match the top, and then you know that you've got the base exactly square with the top. And obviously once the top's on, everything's held solid. So I do add a drawer to this, and it makes it into a really useful storage space as well as being a mitre station. And there we are, last screw in, and then that's it. It really couldn't be any simpler, and the cost is really quite low. Don't forget to to like and subscribe and ring that bell.